Hello, everybody! Let's ignore the fact that there was no sound coming from the microphone. Hello, everybody. My name is Bagel. I am known for my absolutely terrible introductions, and I will be tonight's gamecaster and broadcaster. Badgers, your Brock Marvel Rivals team is challenging the Brock Overwatch esports team to see which game is, in fact, the best 6v6 slash used to be 6v6 shoot 'em up team-based game. It is a civil war in this Brock esports matchup. Two of our very best teams are going to be pitting up themselves up against each other to see which team will come out on top. Hopefully you guys are excited as I am tonight. I will do my best to host this wonderful game. And let's get started. Let's take a look at how this game will set up, looking at the game flow formatting. So the way this game is going to be flowed, we have a best of 7 matchup, 7 whole games. We're going to have a little coin flip to decide which game we're going to start with first. We'll have the leads for both teams decide if they want to go heads or tails. We're going to start 2 matches with the first game. If it lands on whatever side is the winning side, it'll be the Rivals of Overwatch. And then we will start with the other game. After that, it will be 1 match of the first game, and then 1 match of the other game, and then we're going to finish it off with 1 final tiebreaker match of Valorant. As we both know, these teams are going to be very good in their respective games. However, Valorant, not so much. It'll be a little bit of a neutral zone tiebreaker to see which team will come out on top. Couple of extra things to note. Hero ban applies to both Rivals and Overwatch, and it's just going to be the competitive rules for all of the games. Overwatch is going to be standard 5v5, and 6v6 Rivals, including Protect and Ban. Simple stuff, everybody. Now, in order to decide the coin flip, I am going to invite the leads for both of the teams into this voice channel. Just give me a quick second. Hello there, this is Void. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. And of course, we have. Hold on. There we go. And JPats is the leader of the Overwatch team. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
We're going to be doing a little bit of a coin flip to decide which game we're going to be starting off with tonight here. All right. So if you guys take a look at my screen here, I have in my hand a giant coin. I don't remember where I got this, but I have it. So what we're going to do is that you guys are going to decide heads or tails, which side will be Overwatch and which side will be Marvel Rivals for the first game that we're going to start here tonight. So you guys, go on ahead. Discuss.
Wait, you can pick.
I'll take tails.
Alright, Reds.
Alright. Heads for Overwatch and tails for
Can we
Marvel
do
Rivals.
it so we can pick the game instead of just saying 1 for 1?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Why not? That works.
Okay.
Okay. So, here we go. I'm going to flip this, do my best. And we're going to be starting off with Rivals. That's tails. That's tails. All right. You guys can now return back to your teams and let them know that we are starting with Marvel Rivals today. Thank you.
Alright. Good luck.
Good luck to you too.
Okay. So, before we start on the first game, on the topic of teams, let's take a look at them tonight. First up is Team Overwatch. This will be their starting lineup. It'll be JPats, the team lead, which you just heard, who will be playing DPS alongside with Player. Team Overwatch's tank will be none other than Peak, with Gucci and Paradox leading off, rounding off the team as supports. And unfortunately, despite what Paradox's graphic is showing, no, Peter Griffin will not be making a surprise appearance. I am sorry. Anyway, so Team Marvel Rivals will be launching their starting lineup right here. Francois and Lord Speedwagon will be your vanguards. OKLAMA and Ato will be your duelists. Void, team lead, will be strategist alongside with Isabel. An important thing to note here, because of the fact that we are in fact playing Marvel Rivals first, Team Overwatch will need one extra player to join their team. It has not been announced yet, but it will be shortly, so stay tuned. We will be starting the first game of Marvel Rivals just shortly. Here's a look at our scoreboard. As you are well aware, there's nothing yet, because we haven't started yet. But don't you worry, because we're about to start right now. Welcome to Wakanda, everybody. Overwatch team has won the coin flip, so... No, sorry. Marvel Rivals has won the coin flip, so they get first game, while Overwatch gets first map. So we presented the players earlier today, and just in case you are unaware, of course, everybody has different usernames everywhere, of course. Most people have the same names as they would before. Just a few quick things. First, Betty Wood is Isabel, Young Ramen is OKLAMA, Valzy is Gucci, Lilia Toes is Peak, Allah the Greatest is Jobin, and Feet Fanatic is Player. Now you might be wondering, who is Jobin? I'll tell you who Jobin is. Jobin is a player from Marvel Rivals, who, as somebody in chat just said, I believe that was OKLAMA actually, who just said that Jobin has been traded to the Brock Overwatch team for the purposes of this tournament only. Or apparently for a 2025 first rounder and a 2028 second rounder, or something like that. I don't know.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
In case you guys also don't know, considering that this is not a playoff/competitive game, there is no stream delay. So all of your chat messages coming through are easily readable. Like SprialWind, who just said, whoever has Jobin wins. And you know what? If that is true, then Overwatch may have a slight advantage here over the Marvel Rivals team. And we're off! Here we go. We'll be doing a welcome to Spectator, everybody. Taking a look at all of our players here. Here's Lord Speedwagon.
Stay strong.
Here's Void. Here's Ato. Team Marvel Rivals is going to be starting on the defensive side, while Team Overwatch is going to be starting on the offensive side. Looks like they got a little bit interesting comp here. There's Rocket Raccoon. There's Loki.
The battle starts in 5.
Here we go, everybody.
4,
It's time for the first game.
2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Let's get it going.
Can't let the monster out at the
Alrighty.
wrong time.
So I do not believe that there is a free cam mode in the spectator version of Marvel Rivals. I believe the audio is a bit too loud. People were saying that like it's a bit too quiet. Anyway. So in case you were not aware, Marvel Rivals plays somewhat similarly to Overwatch, although they are really two different games, honestly. Although if you want to make the comparison, you can say the Vanguard is similar to Tank, while the Duelists are DPS, support, strategist, whatever works. Paradox getting in there with some quick attacks right here, playing as Hulk. Looks like they've exchanged kills. Isabel died for Rivals, J-Pats for Overwatch. Oh, it looks like Rivals is really taking advantage here. They've already got almost the entire team dead. Bruce Spanner coming to life here, but that's not going to last for too awful long. Isabel coming back into play.
I needed that more than I'll admit.
So far, a great defensive success from the Marvel Rivals team. Thank you.
Some uninvited
Overwatch coming back in here for a second try. Looks like we got some Loki clones in there. Coming up over on the upper side, trying to sneak their way in there. Feet Fanatic, that's player. They're trying to spark a little bit of something as Thor. But it's a pretty powerful player in Rivals. I mean, they all have their own unique powers and attributes, but it really, a lot like Overwatch, it's a lot of teamwork-based abilities, sticking together, coming up with a good game plan. So far, it looks like Rivals, Marvel Rivals is, Team Marvel Rivals is, to no one's surprise, playing like they should, pretty dominantly in their home field advantage of Rivals. We already got a few ults ready already. Looks like both teams have around 3. Might be a race to see who can pop theirs off first. Everybody in the chat, let me know who you're rooting for. If there's any specific players you're really looking forward to watching. Lord Speedwagon as Doctor Strange. Stopping them over on the left side. Okay, players coming in. Whoop. Rocket Raccoon, Ballsy, also known as Gucci. Ooh. Pretty big attack, but oh, it looks like Overwatch is actually making some sort of comeback here. It looks like they've managed to capture the first point. Wow. Okay. Impressive on Overwatch's side. They managed to get past Rivals' defense. So coming back in here for another quick battle. Let's get somebody who's like up in the front. Oh, and take a look at Paradox as Hulk. Oh, quickly out of there. Lilia Toes, that's peak. Gonna see if I can get some cheeky kills as Bucky Barnes. It's getting a little to no success here, but does have his ultimate, so might use it. Paradox is back as Hulk. He's looking to get in there, get some damage. Let's go, Hulk. So far, it's actually seeming pretty even so far. Oh, here comes Doctor Strange. Lord Speedwagon using their ult. Seeing what they can get. Here comes another ult. Ooh. Players going down on both sides. And it looks like, correct me if I'm wrong, but Overwatch is actually fending off the home field advantages right here. Marvel Rivals not defending as well as they could, although it is still pretty even. Let's be for real here. They are backing up for now as Ato uses their ultimate to try and get off a few kills. Ooh, but it looks like they are the one to be killed. Unfortunate for Team Marvel Rivals. Oh, but here we go. Here comes Gucci with the Rocket Raccoon ult. Showing some real firepower, as they say.
Only 60 seconds left.
There's an assist. Oh, Hulk is mad. You heard it here first, folks. That is a triple kill for Paradox, who is really flashing their Vanguard abilities here, despite being a support for the Overwatch team. Looking pretty good. And that's another kill for Overwatch. Trying to get a Lord Speedwagon here, who's trying to put up the shield as Doctor Strange, but is just gonna have to back up, honestly. Overwatch has managed to make it to the halfway point. Surprisingly, wow, incredible. J-Pats' Loki has their ult ready if need be. Might use it at any moment now, but it looks like Isabel and Lord Speedwagon also have theirs. Oh, and there is the ult! Copies Francois' Magneto ability and uses it against them. Very similar to the Echo Power from Thor. And here comes the Dr. Strange ult. And there goes the Overwatch team. Wow. Decimated from just a couple of ults. Not even. Was that just... I'm pretty sure that was just Doctor Strange and just, like, a bunch of attacks. 60 seconds left on the clock. Overwatch has gotten surprisingly far, to say the least, but, close is not close enough. Especially in games like these. You gotta get all the way. Rivals does have the slight advantage as of now. They have 4 ults ready. Here comes an ult from Peak. And it's just a barrage of ults at this point. Oh! Managed to get a Void. Impressive. Tries to get a few more kills, but unfortunately is deceased. 15 seconds left. Overwatch really needs to make a bit of a comeback here if they want to try and sneak a win past this pretty competitive Rivals team, playing in a home field advantage. Doesn't look like it's going to be the case, though. Here comes a Peter Quill attack, and here is Hulk. Another ultimate attack. It's just another barrage of ults at this point. Don't say Overwatch doesn't have a chance. It's going to be a pretty close battle come the end of it. We got a few more attacks coming in here. If Doctor Strange uses their ult here, that might be able to maybe put a bow on it. We'll see. Here it is. Oh, not to be contested. Not to be contested by Gucci, who uses another Rocket Raccoon ultimate. Countered by Void. And Ato, who uses another ult. And here are some more kills. It is a absolute frenzy in there. Double kill for Ato, and that's it. That is it. Now, in case you don't know, that is not it for this round. They're going to be switching sides, in case you don't know. And now it is time for Marvel Rivals to be on the offensive end. Honestly, not a bad showing by the Overwatch team, considering Rivals is playing a home field advantage. But let's not speak too soon here. We have yet to see this Rivals team in offensive action. Do not underestimate their ability to get a win under any circumstances. Pretty similar heroes, swapping a few out here and there.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Taking a look at the kills, deaths, and assists, as well as final hits. Look at these stats. Wow. Got a lot of kills. ATO's got a lot of kills, as well as OKLAMA, also known as Young Ramen. Let's see what these two teams do to change up their strategies.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty. It is time for round 2 of this first match. Switching sides here, we got Marvel Rivals on the attacking end, Overwatch on the defensive end, and we're already in it! Wow! Quick attack as from Ansua, playing as the big old mighty Thor. Throwing his hammer all over the place, trying to get as many hits as possible. Going to back up his teammate right there, over there. Ato is trying to get a few swipes in, is killed by Paradox, who is playing, I'd say, pretty well here, looking at the stats. Yeah, 11 kills, not awful. Especially considering the away advantage. Does get absolutely destroyed, though. Marvel Rivals, what did I tell you about their offensive power? That's another kill. Say goodbye to Jobin. Oof. A little bit of a Rivals player on ex-Rivals player action. As Jobin is playing for the Overwatch team for this the purposes of this game. Team Rivals has already got control of the cart so far, which is a lot quicker, I'll say, than how Overwatch got it. But don't count out the Overwatch team just yet. They got a few defensive tricks up their sleeve. I'm gonna see if they can get some. Well, Paradox just sat there and died. Lead Fnatic, which is player. Oh, here is the God of Thunder. Francois just got a double kill right there. Amplifier coming in from Void. Good stuff, good stuff. Marvel Rivals is already almost there. And they still got 4 minutes. Not looking too awful great for the Overwatch team. Again, don't count them out. Here comes Valzy, that is Gucci. Magneto, Lord Speedwagon gets a KO on Valzy. A little bit of an ult-on-ult action. Wow. Goodbye, Overwatch. Absolute devastation. Marvel Rivals gets a near clean sweep, almost an ace. And it looks like Team Overwatch is going to be rethinking their strategy real quick. Looks like they're changing a few players. Coming out of the gates firing. Although they seem to be getting ambushed a little bit by the Marvel Rivals team. Don't underestimate either of these teams. These are very competitive. But take a look at that.
2-2.
It's already over. Marvel Rivals wins this first match, 3-2. Good stuff. Marvel Rivals on the home field advantage takes the first game of this series. Young Ramen, also known as OKLAMA, wins the MVP for the first game. And Paradox gets SVP for their own team. Marvel Rivals, in case you just missed it, has won the first game 3-2. They are currently leading, and we're going to be going back into our second Marvel Rivals game. This is game 2. Let's take a look at what we got here. Welcome to Midtown. Game 2 is going to be shortly underway after a quick little setting mishap. Nothing too crazy. We're going to be starting game 2. Marvel Rivals won game 1 in a pretty strong fashion. Overwatch did put up a pretty good fight, though. So let's give them at least a little bit of credit. As both teams are waiting for the banned heroes. Yep, just a quick mix-up, nothing too crazy. So hopefully we're going to be seeing a lot more intense battles like we saw in the last one. Marvel Rivals team still going to try and put on a show, and Team Overwatch is going to see if they can mount some sort of improbable comeback. It's completely within their right. They've done it many times before against other teams as well. Although not in Marvel Rivals.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Both teams, of course, very good at both their respective games, although, of course, they are better at their home field advantage team. There's a reason that they are called the Brock Marvel's Rivals teams and the Brock Overwatch team. Already seeing a few changes here from the Overwatch team. The most glaring is that everybody's favorite character, Jeff the Shark, is here. Everybody loves Jeff the Shark. But yeah, so we're gonna be taking a look here to see how exactly we're gonna be playing here tonight.
Stay strong.
Very similar to our first game. Of course, we're going to start with Team Marvel Rivals on the defensive end, and Team Overwatch on the attacking end. And then they will be swapping sides for
The
the
battle
second
starts in
round.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty. Now they don't have to control a point here, they immediately have the cart Lord Speedwagon playing as Bagel again. Getting exiled, throwing a light shield over there, and looks like Francois is getting in there in the battle. Fighting against Venom. Venom is Phonetic, also known as Slayer. Jobin just got a kill of Ato. And another kill, got it right back, and both teams swapping players. Thor throwing a lot of punches on Bruce Banner over here. Getting a kill on Jobin. A little bit of comeback there. It's Exile, I guess. Already gets an ult. Wow. That's what happens when you're in the fight. You're getting a lot of hits and stuff. Here comes J-Pats using their Loki ability to swap their role. Get a few hits in there, helping their team. Here comes, Young Ramen. Gonna get a bit of a swipe attack there. Ooh, big ult there. Got a KO. 2 KOs. Wow. 3 total KOs. Good. Right after dying. Gives their Marvel Rivals team a massive advantage. Overwatch team is just stuck in the spawn camp. They're gonna need to push their way out of that one. Paradox getting into their Hulk ability. Team Rivals has the advantage in terms of the number of ults, but only by 1. Here comes... Oh. That was greatest. So there's another hit. Some ult. I don't know if that did anything, but you know. Getting a hit in there. That's a J-Pat's assist and a greatest KO. Hanzo is getting a lot of good hits, charging that ult, already coming in on their second ult. Venom is coming out to get a lot of a big ult in here. Hulk is back, of course. It's another flurry of attacks and rushes. It's a pretty competitive battle right now. Here comes Mr. Hulk. Their Mega Hulk state. Trying to get as many big hits as possible. Alright, back to normal. See if this hit. Oh, this does hit. OKLAMA with the double KO. Good stuff from them. Magneto getting killing a clone right there, I guess. And Overwatch is still looking to get some sort of break right here. Like, they gotta break out of this one. See if they can get through. Ato uses their ult to basically spawn camp Overwatch, and it is not looking good at all. They are just getting absolutely destroyed here. They do get a kill though, although they only have 10 seconds left. So they're gonna have to touch the point to see if they're gonna get anywhere there. Or getting a few hits in there. Marvel Rivals looking to clean off a few. Oh, Overwatch! Team Overwatch is actually getting a few good hits in here. But look at Francois just absolutely like carrying the Marvel Rival team. Getting a few more kills. Just got to clean off Captain America, who Paradox is playing as. See if Paradox can stay alive for as long as possible. Not long enough. Oh, tries to get in there. Does not. They still have a chance. And it's over.
The current score is
0 points for Team Overwatch in there. Wow. Just a clean fight from the Marvel Rivals teams. Not really giving Overwatch that many chances. Both teams will be swapping sides now with Marvel Rivals playing on the defensive. No. With Marvel Rivals playing off of the defensive end and now attacking. Correct? I believe so. Unless we aren't switching. I believe we are. We have to be switching. Yes, we are. Okay, cool. Rivals on the attacking end. It was just a bit confusing. Francois is definitely the GOAT. That is for sure. Thank you, chatter.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Taking a look at the stats so far. Francois with... Whoa, look at those stats. Impressive with Young Ramen also playing pretty well. That's okay.
No, thank you.
They're,
X-Men are enough family drama.
let's just say, Team Marvel Rivals isn't really, breaking too much. They're kind of doing everything right
The battle
in this,
starts in
in
5,
this second game.
4, 3.
And, the best player on the Overwatch team seems to be, Jobin, who is on the Marvel Rivals team playing for, balance purposes on the Overwatch team. Let's take a look at Jobin right now, who's getting a few hits in here, trying to lead this Overwatch team to victory. Getting a few hits in there, although, Marvel Rivals team is just getting, it's just really targeting each and every player, trying to get jumping in on every occasion, trying to get each individual player out, and it's working very well for them.
Have a tailwind.
You're halfway there.
Getting a few hits in here. It's just a
Any hero is good.
kill.
Do not fear, little one. Be strong.
Team Overwatch is doing their absolute best to defend this cart. They really are trying. Give them some credit. And they are getting a few kills off here. Although it's not looking too great. The offensive power of Team Marvel Rivals is pretty strong. And yep,
0.
that's over. Jeez. That is already over. Team Marvel Rivals gets the victory again. Taking the first 2 home games for them. 2. And is the series score. Francois, no surprise here. The MVP for the team. With Lilia's Toes, also known as Peak, getting the SVP. Wow. An incredible showing from the Marvel Rivals team in this first game. But Overwatch team should not have their heads down for too long, because we're moving on right onto the Overwatch games right after this. Stay tuned for Overwatch in their home field advantage in the next match. Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, Marvel Rivals has taken the first 2 games, both at home field advantage in Marvel Rivals. But Brock Overwatch shouldn't let their heads down too much. We are now moving on over to the Overwatch game next. Now, before we start, of course, we're going to have a little bit of a little in-game interview. In case you guys don't already know, my name is Bagel. I'm tonight's gamecaster and broadcaster. And we're going to be doing a little bit of a in-game interview with one of the leading players of that Marvel Rivals, honestly, like, blowout, really. It's none other than OKLAMA, also known as Young Ramen. How are you doing tonight?
Oh man, I'm doing fabulous. I'm doing great.
Hell yeah. During that
Yes,
first
sir.
game, you guys came out pretty good. It was a little bit of a closer matchup than the second game, but I believe you won MVP in that first game. What did you see from yourself and your team in that game, in those games? What did you guys do well?
Yeah, obviously that first round on defense was a little shaky. We all agreed on that, but I think it just took time to, mesh together, get the chemistry going. You know what I mean? Obviously, we had that dominant offensive round, and then yeah, we came up on top. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that,
Yeah, yeah.
that showed pretty well. Now that we're moving on to Overwatch, are you guys thinking about any strategies or change of game plans that you guys might go into? Considering that you guys are playing 5v5, so you are missing a player. I believe it's Void. Yes.
Yes,
But,
yeah. You know, Void is obviously one of our big team players. He's a big communicator on support on rivals. So losing him here is obviously going to be a little bit staggering to us, but you know, when we play good, we're having fun, we're calm, cool, collected. You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely.
Just taking it easy, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to do this little interview.
Thank you, thank you.
Best of luck in the following games. Good luck.
Thank you, boss.
Take care. Alrighty, everybody. With that being said, it is time to move on to the Overwatch game here. They are still setting up a few things up, but we will be starting momentarily. Again, I'm hoping you guys are all doing fantastic today. Just a quick little note here from our producer, Enbanids. We have a little bit of a surprise giveaway. So whoever can get 20 kills in a match throughout this series wins a basically like a surprise $10 for their contributions to their team and to entertaining all of us wonderful players at home. So if you guys get 20 kills, you guys are going to get a whole $10. I believe Enbanids is in the chat and has confirmed this. So best of luck to you guys if you guys want to not only win for your team, but win for yourself and see and kind of show everybody how good you are at these kinds of games. We do have some hero bans on currently right now, so just give it a quick second or two and we will be starting. Stay hydrated, everybody. It's a good time to mention the sponsor of today's stream, water. We don't have a sponsor. Not for this stream, at least. But don't forget to stay hydrated. Water is very important. These players are playing 7 whole matches for you. 7 whole matches, and it's going to be quite entertaining, as you just saw in the first 2. It is quite fun to see these two teams collide with each other and seeing just an absolutely incredible game. Alright, we got some hero bans up in here. I'm told that Overwatch's ban is Junkrat, and the Rivals' ban is Zarya. So with that being said, looks like we are all ready to go. How is the chat doing, everybody? This is not like a collegiate level game. This is just for fun, so we don't need a stream delay. How are you guys doing? Who are you cheering for? Hopefully you guys are as excited as I am as we move over to New Junk City. Take a look at our first match here. So both teams are going to be assembling their heroes. Oh, free cam is so much easier in Overwatch. Sorry, Marvel Rivals. But this is a 5v5 Overwatch. We are not playing 6v6, sadly, which means Marvel Rivals does have to lose one of their players. As mentioned before, it is Void. Great team player, great support player in Rivals, although they have decided to sit out for this in front of their teammates. Seeing that their teammates can bring it home for the team. Team Marvel Rivals is blue, Team Overwatch is red, as makes the most sense. As we take a look at the Overwatch team, classic Overwatch comp, modern comp, as they are looking to make a comeback here. They're down 2-0 in the series. So we're going to really need to see some good stuff from this team. Peak playing as Joker Queen. Pats as the new hero Freya. Here comes Junker Queen, that's Peak, trying to get in there and get a few little hits in there. Already gets a few kills off. Overwatch is, oh, look at that. Overwatch is already, wow. Team Overwatch is really showing that that they're good at Overwatch. Quick little thing to mention, Enbanids in the chat just said that it is 15 games. Oh, is something wrong with this? Hold on. Ah, there we go. It's $15 instead for opposite games. So if you are Marvel Rivals and you get 20, oh, good. If you get 20 in Overwatch, you get $15. Some real good incentive here for the players to win now that there's some actual money on the line. Ooh. Got a few kills going on here. Let's go into free cam real quick. See if we can get a little bit of a different angle here. Trying to control the zone here. Get a flash point in here. Team Overwatch is getting a lot of the kills though. Here is oh, there's a big ult from Reinhardt right there. Gets a few kills in there. Look at that! Look at that! Team Marvel Rivals utilizing their tank to take control of the objective. All they gotta do is fend off this Junker Queen in a 1v1. Are they gonna do it? They do not! Peak manages to get the kill. They're getting back in there, using their ult to try and capture the zone. Gets off the opposing Genji. Get a first-person perspective in there. Blocking off some kills right there. Good shots. Oh, gets... Oh! Big man Francois! It's a big ram kill in there. Although, unfortunately, it is for naught. Team Overwatch has taken the first point. Good start for Overwatch so far. Although a few cheeky kills from rivals. Taking a look at what we got so far. Current stats. JPats playing as the new character Freya. Getting some faraway shots over here. Getting in on the action. We got a little bit of a Sune. Overwatch is trying to fend off this point. That is a team kill for Overwatch. Fortunately, did not get that much action. Sorry about that. But it is what it is. Either way, good showing from Overwatch. Although, Marvel Rivals, if they really want to win this tournament, they're going to have to win at least one of the opposing games of the Overwatch games. Same with Team Overwatch if they probably want to get the Marvel Rivals game. All things considered, it looks like this game might have to get, this series might have to end up going to the tiebreaker round. But, you never know. Freya, JPats gets a few more shots in there. Not looking that great for... Not looking that great for Rivals, but that's okay. They're still up 2-0 in the series. Team Overwatch knows that, and they're just going to keep fighting hard to win this game. This is a must-win. Let's be real here. Again, as mentioned in the chat, it's 2 Rivals, 2 Overwatch, 1 Rivals, 1 Overwatch, and Valorant Tiebreaker. Team Rivals got a lot of ults, but they're not going to use them just yet, as Overwatch takes the second point. And the dragon is here for Slayer playing as Genji. Gets a kill upon him. We're going to get a kill right here as well. Well, it wasn't player, but they still got the kill. Getting a few faraway shots here. It looks like Overwatch might have this in the bag. It doesn't look like Team Marvel Rivals is going for it that much. They gotta really keep trying to get a two cheeky back-end shots going for the flank. Has a really good line to use their ult here. Decides not to use it yet. Goes for there it is. There's the ult. There's the ult. Tries to get a few good kills. There's one. There's two. Has a chance to get three. Settles for two. Might get a few more. We'll see. Francois trying to lead their team to victory. Gets another point. Sorry, gets a health pack. They do actually have a slight control of the point, but not by that much. Francois getting trying to get some hits in there. Gets hit by the J-Pat's ult. Shot there. That's a team kill for Overwatch, and doesn't look like Rivals has any shot of getting this final point. As they try to use a portal right there, doesn't work. Overwatch wins. Not too surprising, considering it is their game, of course. But yes, a wonderful game. Take a look at the stats right here. It's no surprise that that's right, Peak is the player of the game. This game's MVP. Take a look at this amazing kill streak. Good stuff, and that was part of their team kill too. Alrighty, we will be back momentarily as we await Game 4. Welcome back, everybody. Overwatch has won Game 3-0 in a pretty heavy fashion. They were getting a lot of easy team kills here and there, and it's really looking like Rivals is gonna excel really well at their Rivals team in the Rivals games, and Overwatch is gonna be really good in the Overwatch games. Wow, who would have thunk it? With that being said, let's just take another quick look at the game flow of tonight. Again, this is Game 4, 2 matches of Overwatch. We had a coin flip at the beginning to decide which game is going to be first, and it was Rivals. And it looks like we're already going to be starting our next game just shortly. Players are picking their characters as we speak. So as I'm flying over this map real quick, let me just hold shift to go faster. We have more hero bans for this second round. Rivals ban Freya pretty easily, since J-Pats was giving them a lot of trouble as Freya. And Team Overwatch bans Mercy because they mean no mercy. Or something, I don't know. I mean, Mercy's, Mercy, so. Team Marvel Rivals, they're going to be playing defense in this game of Escort. Escort in Overwatch. Eichenwald. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that is the map that we are currently playing. In this version, we're going to be going back and forth. Team Rivals will be going first in terms of defense.
I agree.
And Overwatch is going to be going on the offensive attack first. Got a few switches here and there since we can't play as Freya, says the Overwatch team. Rivals needs to think about their plan without Mercy. Take a look at what we got. Player is going around on the other side. Peak's going ball. Peak's not moving. Okay, there we go. Peak's moving now. Great. A lot of flanky characters. Seems like they're going to try and go with a dive comp. It's pretty obvious looking at characters, although we'll see. A little bit of an interesting comp, mainly because Ball, who's already dead. Player trying to get some kills is Genji here. Marvel Rivals is actually kind of defending well here. Seems like they got a little bit of a good advantage. They got slept by Ana, but that's fine. This may be because Peak was playing as Ball, who has wisely stopped and is now playing as big old monkey. No Winston. Sleep. Overwatch and Marvel Rivals, the games, are a lot about communication and teamwork, and both teams, of course, are just phenomenal phenomenal attack, so that's not something to worry about. Look at Pete go, trying to get some good kills, pushing off the supports. Just a quick clarification for some of the names. Everybody roughly has the same name. Wow, big kill for Pete. BXA on the Rivals team is Isabel. Dark is Ato. And, of course, Process of Elimination. Speedwagon. Big Speedwagon. Let's see if Rivals can do anything to try and defend this absolute monstrosity of an Overwatch offensive team. Incredibly powerful at their game. That's to be expected. Here comes Peak. Where's Peak? There's Peak. Here comes Peak. See if we can get a good free cam shot right here. On the defensive end, Marvel Rivals. Trying to get some good shots in on the offense. There goes Peak, trying to cut into their backline. Oh, they are absolutely diving on the backline. That backline is long gone. And look at that, easy shots here. Trying to get that stray Lucio over there. Young Ramen. Now deceased. Peak is going for it, man. Wisely moving back, though. For the better. Trying to get a cheeky kill here. Does, in fact, get the cheeky kill. Moving into the back line. Probably will use their ultimate at some point. Here comes Franco with their ultimate. Where's Franco? Oh, Franco's dead. Wow, okay, well. That lasted long. Already at the first checkpoint is Brock Overwatch. At the front lines is Peak and Player. Trying to get some backline shots. Frontline shots, actually. Oh, there's a backline shot. That's what. Sound barrier from the Lucio. Zen Ramen. Uh-oh. Here comes Yark. That's Ato. Ooh, does not get the final kill, though. He fends him off. Healing pylons out there. Paradox. Uses their ult. And it's just like an absolute bloodbath here. As that's looking about it for the Marvel Rivals team. Round one. As quick as it started. Round one of this match is over. 3-0. If Marvel Rivals wants to win this one, they're going to have to make it to the very end with a time that is better than 3:56. That's a pretty good time. Damn in the chat is right. Yes. It's pretty big from Overwatch. Players picking their next comps. Zarya in for Marvel Rivals. Interesting. Might go with a little bit of a deeper comp with this. Let's see. I don't know what hold on. Peak is swapping between. Thanks. Another is Zarya. Zarya versus Zarya, I see. Junkrat for player. Interesting. J-Pat's playing as Sojourn, one of the more powerful players in the game, especially in these kinds of comps. Get some flank shots in there. Alrighty, let's see what the attackers can do, and oh my goodness, they're being aimed damage. But they are fending them off, trying to get some good hits in there. Cassidy is already dead. Rest in peace to Franco. Trying to get some good hits here and there. Launching some orbital bullets. Same thing with player who's playing this Junkrat. Tries to get a few hits here and there. Let's get another free can shot right here. Got a Soldier 76 in the back line. Interesting. Zarya versus Zarya battle right now. They're just kind of like going at it, but doesn't look like either of them is going to die without the help of their opponent. They're just kind of going against each other. Really just a bunch of 1v1s right now. Lucio's low, but does not go for low. The maps are being picked by the teams themselves. Marvel Rivals. Oh, look at that. Player gets a cheeky wheel in there. Rivals gets the first game of the series. Overwatch gets the map. And back and forth, back and forth. Player's got like a really good angle right here, just getting all those shots in there. We got a tank change. Dark. Ato's going for the monkey. Trying to get some monkey business. The monkey business is dead. Why is the monkey business dead? Because the Overwatch team is so incredibly good at Overwatch. This is the most shocking news of today, everybody. The Overwatch team is good at Overwatch. I can't believe it. Some backline shots in there. Player is getting a lot of good hits. Like a lot of good hits. Oh, we got a little bit of a black hole in there. Lucio counters it, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that effective as they cannot escape or heal in time. Another change start goes to Orisa, then goes to Mauga. Interesting. Let's see if player uses this this wheel. I want to see another good wheel. Probably gonna get it. Gets two. Good stuff. Yes, it's the loser of the last map that gets the map choice. That is a team kill for Brock Overwatch. Gonzo goes Marvel Rivals. An ultimate from Isabel as Tsune tries to guide them. Oh, look at that! He tries to get a good Soldier 76 kill. Does not work because Paradox counters with the ultimate. 30 seconds remaining. I have a hot take here. I think Overwatch has this game in the bag. Not looking that great for Rivals. Can they make an improbable comeback? But the Hog's stuck, so. Here comes Lucio. And Lucio's dead. There's a kill. And they're nowhere near the objective. That is an easy win for Brock Overwatch. Wow. Showing that they mean business in Overwatch. Take a look at the stats so far. Look at all those kills from Overwatch. And Peak wins player of the game. Take a look at this play. As they get everybody stuck in that black hole. And it's just easy things from there. Even with the Lucio ultimate. Rest in peace. Alrighty, we're going to be moving on to Marvel Rivals for game number 5. Let's take a look at our scoreboard right here. It is a 2-2 deadlock with both of our Brock teams dominating in their respective categories. In case you have just joined, welcome. As we take a look at the game flow, this is going to be game number 5, which will be Marvel Rivals. After this, it'll be game 6, and if we need a tiebreaker, we're going to be playing Valorant, which both teams are, oh, they're so good at it. Man, they're the best at it, I'd say sarcastically. But you know what? It'll be fun to watch if we get there. And with that being said, hello, everybody. I am Bagel. I'm tonight's game caster and broadcaster. Hopefully you guys are doing incredible. Before we start, we're going to have a little bit of another in-game interview. This time, it'll be with, you guessed it, the Overwatch team lead, J-Pats. How are you doing tonight, J-Pats?
I'm doing well. Having some fun. It's going well.
Wonderful. In the first two games of Marvel Rivals, it wasn't looking that great, and you guys moved on to Overwatch and dominated. What was your mindset going into the Overwatch games down 2-0?
I mean, we were still pretty confident. We're probably playing the best we have all year right now, and our communication's at an all-time high, which I think will help us keep it close in the rivals now that we're fully into calming.
Good to know. Good to know. That first game of the series, the Marvel Rivals one, where it ended 3-2, was probably the closest game so far. What were the positives of that game that you want to take and bring it into this upcoming Rivals game to try and
I mean,
lead your team to victory?
the big positives from that game are basically just not getting flustered. Like the last game, we were just not calming well, and we just had bad communication. So we'll just try to keep up what we did in Overwatch into Rivals, and yeah, I'm very confident we can do better. Maybe we'll even get an upset win. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview.
All right. Thank you.
Good luck. Take care. Wish you the best. Team Overwatch.
All right.
Big thank you to both JPats and OKLAMA for doing these interviews in game. And we're going to be moving on to the next Rivals game shortly. Hello again. My name is Bagel. How are you guys doing in the chat? Who are you rooting for? I think I see a few people in the chat who are rooting for Gucci. Gucci's great. Great support in Overwatch. Also pretty good in Rivals. All these teams are pretty good in both Rivals and Overwatch. Although, in their respective categories, they are insanely good. Like, dominantly good. My goodness. Yeah. So, if you guys are ready to start, we're going to be heading on over to, you guessed it, Spider Islands, Tokyo, 2099. We are back into Rivals. Those first two games, first one was actually kind of close, although Rivals did end up winning both of the games. Overwatch made a pretty stellar comeback in the two Overwatch games, and now we're back. Now we're back to Rivals. Game number 5 of potentially 7. 2-2 deadlock. See how these two teams can make a comeback. Hopefully you guys are having as much fun as I am. I believe everything should be back on. Now the Rivals audio. Okay, Rivals audio is on now. Okay, good. Yes, the current score is 2 versus 2 Overwatch. Rivals 2, Overwatch 2. Obviously. Alrighty, we got our hero bands in there. You can see them right there.
Could make all the difference.
Both teams are going to be selecting their heroes. And we'll see how it goes. Marvel Rivals pretty clearly is the better overall team in Marvel Rivals, but Overwatch ain't that bad. We'll see. We'll see what they can do. Marvel Rivals obviously wanting to take this game, so that they mean absolute business in Rivals. Here's Francois, who has been playing very well throughout this entire series. No doubt about that. Both in Marvel Rivals and actually in Overwatch as well. They've been doing
They'll
pretty
be
good.
coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
We'll see how Overwatch can defend them in terms of playing. In terms of this actual map, it is Marvel Rivals who's playing on defense and Overwatch who's playing on the attacking side. I did not know that you could go up there. As Thor, I mean, which Francois is
The battle
playing
starts in
as.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here comes Team Overwatch, who is being marauded already. But here comes their big, strong players. Paradox as whole. Paradox knocked down, all the way back up. Ato is in there trying to get some good sword slices in there as well. A lot of the same comps for Team Marvel Rivals, actually. Getting some good Doctor Strange action in there. Another thing to mention is that since Marvel Rivals is 66, Overwatch is 55, Overwatch needs an extra player, and that is Jobin. Jobin is a Marvel Rivals team player, but has been traded to the Overwatch team for the sake of balance. Overwatch is actually moving slowly but steadily. That spider cart's getting at least somewhere. A little bit farther than that second round, which wasn't that good. Here comes the Rocket Raccoon ultimate attack. Let's see if we have any counters from the Rivals team. Not yet. Oh, here's one. Here's one. Look at that go. Good stuff, good stuff. Sorry about that.
I am ready to put on a show.
Here comes Betty Wood, that's Isabel, with a show, to say the least. They're getting some ultimates in there. A barrage of ultimates, actually. 3 ults unleashed from Team Marvel Rivals. And they do get the KOs. Looking at the Overwatch team, they're going to need to regroup and re-strategize for this next tech. JPat's playing as the strategist. Paradox, normally a support in Overwatch, playing as Vanguard. This is Hulk. Pretty obviously Hulk. Did you know that this is Hulk, guys? Oh my goodness. Maybe it's because of all the bling on screen. Oh, here comes Overwatch with their barrage of ults, trying to regain control of their power. Hulk is mad, you heard it there. We're trying to get some cheeky hits in there. Oh, Paradox pounding Thor to the ground. Trying to get some attacks off there. Team Marvel Rivals playing a pretty good defense. There's 60 seconds left. They have control of the cart. There goes Bruce Banner. And yep, they have control of the cart. Oh, goodbye. Rest in peace to Gucci the Raccoon.
Down to 30 seconds.
30 seconds left. See if Overwatch can pull one final pushback. He's probably going to use that ult. Francois. Getting hit a bunch. Should probably use it soon if you wanna. They wanna wrap up this fight real here. Exiled. There's the God of Thunder. Smackdown into the opposing team. Gets the KO. Overwatch is slowly dying. But they're not gonna stop there. They're gonna try their best. We got a Loki clone on top. Let's see if we have any more ults thrown into play. We do not.
The current score is 0-2-0.
Not a great offensive showing from Team Overwatch, but a really good defensive showing from Marvel Rivals. They're going to be swapping sides here. They only need to move, I believe it was 90 meters to secure the win for Team Marvel Rivals. Taking a look at the stats so far, again, if any player gets 20 kills in a single match, they will win $10 from Enbanids, our producer president of Brock Esports. And if they get 20 kills in the opposing game, so if somebody from Overwatch gets 20 kills, improbable, but not out of question, then they will win $15, an extra 5.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Ato looking to get some kills in here to get some leverage and momentum back for Team Marvel Rivals. Had some good momentum going into it when they were playing in their home field advantage game. Lost it when they lost 2 in a row to the Overwatch games. But they have a chance at redemption here, and a pretty good one.
3, 2,
They only gotta go so far, man. Marvel Rivals on the offensive end, and Team Overwatch on the defensive end. Goes for Aula's greatest, which is Robin. Tries to get some kills in there. Is being double teamed. Guys gotta back up. Gets the help from their support. A real bloodbath out there for Team Overwatch, sticking together really. Has its advantages on the defensive end. Although Marvel Rivals is just slowly moving forward and is gonna need a lot more than just sticking together to get beat by this Overwatch team. A win by the Overwatch team would be an absolutely huge upset, considering the circumstances. Here comes J-Pats with the real firepower. Rock trying to get some kills in here. Actually manages to get quite a few players. Ado and Francois died, meaning that they have a few extra seconds of calm. They're playing on the defensive end, of course. This game is for the 3-2 series advantage, with only a win away from the absolute victory. Here comes some more attacks from Marvel Rivals. Gets a few kills there. That's another kill. There's another one. That's a triple for Boyd. Impressive. And they are very, very close to reaching the point. And they did it. They made it.
Final score. 1, 2,
That was an
0.
incredibly quick game. Was that, what, 5 minutes? Insane. Taking a look at the final stats of this, another impressive victory from Team Marvel Rivals. Void with the MVP. No real shocker here. Let's be for real here. We're going to be heading back to Overwatch. Look at these stats. Francois with 20 kills. And that's another $10. But yes, it is, in fact, another win for Marvel Rivals. They take the 3-2 series advantage. This game is going to number 6. It looks like Rivals needs one more win to take it home. Overwatch, with their backs against the wall, have home field advantage for this next match. Team Marvel Rivals takes a 3-2 advantage in this best-of-7 series. And we're going to be moving back on over to Overwatch just shortly. We're actually selecting our heroes right now. Hello, everybody. It's me. I'm Bagel. Hi. Hello. I am here to broadcast the game to my best of abilities. And it looks like we have arrived at our destination today. Take a look here. Kings Row. Fancy being here. Team Overwatch will be starting on the offensive side, as they have for the past few games. Here is Ramatra. Peak playing as Ramatra. Obviously, we're playing King's Row, so you can't have King's Row without a Widow. And Widow will be played by J-Pats, who will be trying to get some cheeky shots, some little snipes off the top end. Let's see what Marvel Rivals is gonna combat with their comp. Ana, Reinhardt. We got some good players here. See if they can do anything. out of that. Let's lock on to Peak. See what Peak tries to do here. Get some shots on the shield. Goes for cover on the right side, then the left side. Puts up the shield here, trying to get some easy hits off of backline. J-Pats has immediately switched back to Freya because it doesn't look like they're going to get any snipes from up there. Marvel Rivals may have the disadvantage in this game, but they're not dumb. Look at that kill from J-Pats. Gets one more kill, and then Player finishes it off for the team kill. Oh well, this will be a easy point. Peak trying to get some shots over here. Paradox. Playing a very dodgy character to Lucio, jumping up and down, trying to get some easy shots here and there. Well, Overwatch is going to try and load up that payload. Trying to get it over here. Marvel Rivals attempting to stop that payload. If they want to win this tournament, they're going to want to win it now. Before they lose. If they lose, we're going to have to go to a Game 7. If they win here, that would be an absolutely incredible... it would be an absolutely incredible victory. If they win, it would be an absolutely incredible victory on them. And okay, well, there goes Team Marvel Rivals. Pretty quickly again, another team kill for Overwatch. Communication is off the charts for them, it seems like. They're just they're diving on each and every player and just seeing what they can get out of it. And speaking of player, ult's ready. Peak, ult's ready. Gucci, ult's ready. Probably gonna start with a Gucci ult. Trying to get that, yep, there it is. Here comes player. Oh, immediately pinned. Well, that would, whoops. That was a very good play by Francois. You might want to get a hammer dunk here. Maybe not now. Oh, here comes Peak combating that with a Ramatra ultimate. Gets annihilated by Francois, who's getting some kills. Playing pretty well. Especially with this game disadvantage. Look at that. Take a look at the stats so far. Unlikely that we'll get to 20 kills in this round specifically, but there is a second round. Both teams will be playing on the opposite side after this. Marvel Rivals trying to stop that payload. Team Overwatch looking to get that payload moving. It's now a good time for the hammer dunk from Mr. Francois. Oh, here comes a cheeky attack from Freya. Young Ramen trying to get a little bit of a wheel hit here. Nobody hit though. And there it goes. Missed opportunity for Marvel Rivals. But they do get another kill here. Young Ramen gets the Junkrat kill. Young Ramen is OKLAMA for those who are not aware. There's the hammer, and there goes Reinhardt. Soldier trying to get some easy kills. There's a good kill. There's one. Genji trying to use Deflect to try and get some kills, and ooh, that ult was wasted, sadly. Last-ditch effort from player to try to get a kill in there. You can see Team Marvel Rivals just kind of standing there. Oh, movement. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're back. Trying to get some snipes in the building. Coming up from the top rope is the Overwatch team. Peak leading the charge. Gucci's coming very close to her ult. See if she'll pop it off. Well, there's a kill. Peak, good job. There's the ult. Everybody's moving very quickly now with that Kitsune. There's a kill. There's player getting, oh, all sorts of kills. That might be play of the game. Perhaps. Dark is still alive. Where is Dark? Dark's right over here. Unfortunately, alone in this situation. Trying to get some hits off of player from the top rope. Dark now has their ultimate. They might use it at some point within the next few hits. This is not the worst time to use it, especially if they can combo it with another ult. They have a lot of good options here. Oh, there's a kill. They're actually making some sort of a defensive comeback here. It's not bad. Some hits over there from Francois. Oh, here comes an attack from Freya, trying to get some good hits. There is the ult from Dark. Comboed with the anti, but uh-oh. Peak over here has gotten a lot of backline hits. Trading places. A 1v1 with Francois does not stand a chance, unfortunately, for him. Some backline shots over there, trying to get some. They're coming on from both sides. Let's see if we see a wheel from Young Ramen. If there's any time for a wheel, it's now. Although, if they do use a wheel now, it's very likely that Paradox will use their... Oh, there's the wheel. It's very likely that Paradox... Yep, there it is. What is going... What are you... What? Well, got a kill, and it was on Paradox, surprisingly. Although, did just get killed by player. There is the Kitsune. Gets slammed by Francois. But the entirety of the Marvel Rivals team is dead. That is a team kill. And that is a round 1 completion for the Overwatch team. They win 3. And they will be switching sides. If Marvel Rivals can pull out an improbable comeback and make it to the very end before 6 seconds, that's 56 seconds left on the clock, then they will win. And it'll be over. Take a look at the stats so far. Peak! Wow! 25 whole kills. And we're not even halfway done yet. We still got a whole nother offensive, defensive side to go. This is incredible. Paradox with 10 kills, many assists. Same with Gucci having all those assists. They are playing very well into each other. Marvel Rivals, their team, not too shabby. Dark's got a few kills here and there. But they're definitely going to want to up the ante a little bit if they want to try and bring this game home. Marvel Rivals is preparing to attack for their next game. They know what's up. They know what's up. You can see Dark here. He's got the Widowmaker player and is going to be trying to get some easy shots in there. It'd be very impressive if they actually got some kills off of Overwatch. Might. From here, we'll see. Oh, there's a hit. Tries to get another one. There's a shot. Doesn't look like they're going to get that many hits. If they do, that would be pretty impressive. Decides to switch back. Let's go to the front line, see what's going on. Here is Francois. Right in the heat of battle. Protected by Ana. Speedwagon. Looks like Team Overwatch is going with a slightly different shot. Sorry, a slightly different team comp. Leaning heavily with that Mei comp. Getting some walls in there. Especially if they're playing defense. You can't say no to walls. We have some Marvel Rivals supporters in the chat. It is unlikely that they win this game. There's no denying that. And it does look like this game will have to go to the Valorant final. But we'll see. Never say never. Never say never with this. see if we have the, oh. Taking a look here. A lot of ults coming into play already. There's one already. Nano Boost has been administered to our Francois over here, leading the charge as tank. There's a kill. There's another kill. Gucci and J-Pat's eliminated. And there goes Player. Peak tries to combat with the Orisa ult. Has a chance. Although it looks like maybe. Oh, here comes a... Oh, that's a kill. Goodbye. Goodbye, Paradox. Easy ult. Easy game. Easy life. But there goes their big tank. And that's a team kill. Wow. What a comeback already. That was a very quick back and forth right there. But then Team Overwatch says, this is our game. Goodbye. Francois is playing pretty well so far. 13 kills. Dark's also playing pretty good. Has 17 kills. Peak up to 30 kills. Player with 20. J-Pass just got trapped. Interesting. Here comes young Ramen trying to get another wheel hit. Let's see if that works. Maybe. Yes! Gets Player. Goodbye. Now we'll try and get some hits here and there. Dark wanting to get some Genji hits here and there as well. Maybe. Dark is Ato. There's a hit. Really should get this Gucci hit. And wins the 1v1. And they have the payload. Oh my. This could be a major upset if they manage to make it all the way to the end. They have 3 minutes to make it to the next checkpoint. This could be huge. Go into a... We got a Genji versus Genji battle. Who's gonna win? They decide to back off. Better for both of them, I assume. Some shots over here. Marvel Rivals steadily pushing forward. Team Overwatch looking to mount a little bit of a wall over here, trying to get some comebacks. Player, as Genji gets 2 kills. Should probably get another one, maybe, hopefully, if they get some heals, and they do. Marvel Rivals slowly, wisely backs off. Some hits over here. Speedwagon's got their ult Nano Boost. We'll probably launch it onto Francois. Sorry, my goodness. Francois. There's the Speedwagon. Healing Francois steadily, slowly. J-Pass is looking to get some off-angle shots. Oh, Pete gets a kill. Does a taunt, I guess. And is going on the left side, trying to get a... What is Peak doing? Oh, I see exactly what Peak's doing. Peak is trying to get a sneaky ult on all 3 of them. Here we go. Does it work? Ooh. It is easily countered by Brock Marvel Rivals. Like the place of death trap. Easy hit in there from Francois. Tries to get some hits there. Some shots from J-Pats with their ult. And that is a team kill. 60 seconds left for Marvel Rivals to try and make another comeback. They have made a few before, but almost none of the comebacks have gone all the way so far. Some pretty tough battles. We have 3 ults for Team Marvel Rivals, 1 for Overwatch. Here's the wheel. That's the wheel. Again, Overwatch is just kind of locking everything. Dark is easily killed, sadly. Trying to get some stuff in there. Paradox has yet to use their ult. We'll probably use it once Player gets theirs. And they do. And they don't even need to use it. Is the game over? Is there no way for them to make a comeback? player uses their ult here and gets the last of the few kills. We'll see. And they do use it. There's a kill. Off the Speedwagon. Finally there's Paradox's orbital ray. And that's it. Wow. Okay. And that's it. Brock Overwatch. Their team has won this game with their backs against the wall. J-Pats with the play of the game. Here are your final stats. Dark gets 20 kills. Incredible. And everybody on Overwatch gets at least 20 as well. With Thief getting over 40. Incredible stuff. It does look like this game is going to have to end up going into overtime. We have a final tiebreaker game set. And it is none other than the neutral zone grounds. Valorant is up next. Stay tuned. We will have the final tiebreaker game between Brock Marvel Rivals and Brock Overwatch. Welcome back, everybody. It's a 3-3 deadlock. Marvel Rivals team has won all 3 of the Marvel Rivals games, and Overwatch has won all of their games. So we're going to have to move on to a tiebreaker round. That is right. The final is going to be one match of Valorant. Possibly the best Valorant game we've ever seen. I'm going to be honest, it's not going to be that great. But that's why it's funny, and we're going to see how good these players can really do. In case you guys don't know, hello, it is me. I am Bagel, and although I've done a great job casting tonight, I actually don't know that much about Valorant, which is why we're going to have a special guest come in, Spiral. Hello, Spiral. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. If anyone didn't know, I've played Valorant. I played for our Valorant team for at least 2 years now. We've won a few competitions. We even came second on CVAL and up in Penning. And I'm like around immortal, so I'd say I'm a good player. I'm a very good player, and I have a lot of background knowledge into the game.
Yes.
So I can
I'd say
give
there's
really good
nobody else
insight.
better to help broadcast this game of Valorant. Before we
Well,
start,
thank
though,
you for the praise.
I will mention that we have a poll going on. If you guys would like to, you can vote on the pinned message to vote for who you think should win MVP honors for the entire series. If there was a specific player that you think, they were doing really well, then why not? Go vote for them. And let's see if they're doing. Anyway, with that being said, it is time to start the final. It is Valorant. Spiral, take it away.
Hey, it seems like we have 2 good comps going on. We have one with Rim, and we have one with Clove. Clove is more traditional ranked gameplay, I'd say. It is very... I'd say on Brim, this map is very common to play Brim, and more professional game. But in ranked, you would always see Clove, and I think that may be very helpful, considering both teams don't know too much about team play. So whoever's playing Clove might be able to carry. Plus, they're playing a very, very aggressive comp. They're very focused on just taking raw duels and absolutely winning. That's what ISO, Reyna, Chamber, and Clove excel at. They're just taking those duels, winning those gunfights, and leaving. Our team, the Defender side team, I believe Brock's Rivals team, choose like a very team-heavy kind of setup. KO's extremely hard to play. I'm very interested in seeing if they know absolutely anything about KO, because you need to be very good at KO. Seems like the game has started. I would like to see the attackers up there. They're rocking up B long. Seems like a 5-man wait. Originally, you are supposed to do a little bit of a split. They do seem to have a good idea of what to go on. Their 4-manning long is very common, with one person going hookah. Let's see if they just walk into a trip. They can all fight. Nice, as Glaceon kills Ramen with a classic. Good trip setup. He really has everything. They choose the TP! This is a rank strat. This is a straight up rank strat. You 4-man B long, you have everyone go there, you fake it, and you TP. This is a beautiful range tag. The Overwatch team has to immediately play retake. This is an initial advantage for the Rivals team. They're completely ready. A good flash comes out. I would love to see the KO walk out with the flash. Ooh, good kill. Gripper's got a kill. Glaceon got another kill. They're doing a good retake. Oh my god, it's going all the way together. Oh my god, Glaceon picks up a 3. Yo, let's talk about Glace on here, bro. I don't know if he has any competitive experience with Valorant, but he's just straight up carrying this team. It's actually crazy. The power of Cypher.
I will
Now-
mention for our TV broadcasters, I will change it because it's actually Overwatch who's on the left and Rivals on the right. I will quickly fix that.
Oh,
Back to you.
that makes so much more sense. So for the Overwatch team, they're like a lot more defensive, so they really need to get a lot of rounds on defense here. If they can't get as many rounds as defense, they're going to absolutely fall apart on attack. This is a very defender-sided map. They really need to secure at least a minimum of 80 rounds. 8 to 9 rounds is their like minimum. They're going to be absolutely terrible on attack. This map is so hard to take. Especially because they don't have an entry duelist. Oh, Grippers gets one pick. As Roman just goes in raw and flat. I think they're going to try to go plants in the open. They're trying to attempt to deny the plant. Their KO Molly went for garage. They are wary of someone's showers. Cypher is wrapping their entire team. This is going to be very, very close. Everyone's just doubling up in laps. Wait, they're aware of the wrap. They're aware of him. They're looking at him. Ramen straight up looking at Cypher. Oh my god. It was a great flash. It was a great KO flash. That was an amazing KO flash. Tinkle Toes absolutely gave Khaleesi on a free kill there. Good job. I'm not gonna lie, the Overwatch team just like their teamwork is like spot on amazing. They're barely even playing on one side. They're letting them take all the space and then immediately play retake. And this is what you would see in a lot of professional comps. They would just play heavy retake on one side. And generally speaking, that is a lot less of a lower conversion rate without getting a pick. But they're just shooting the 5-man retake, and it's working out. The attack side of team don't know how to respond. They're really, really reliant on duels. These attackers need to like take these one-on-ones, and they're just not giving it to them. They're just making every a 2v1, a 5v1. Just absolutely impossible. They're deciding to take it slow on their attacker side. I would like to see the attackers walking up. Ice is about to take an initial first duel. He's looking for it. He's running in. He's going to clear lamps. The enemy team is completely playing off. It's kind of scary, especially for the buy round. It seems like Logan doesn't know how to plant. Mollies are coming out. Chamber is watching flank now. They're getting ready for a 5-man retake. Everyone is huddled around lamps. This is very good for the defenders, I will say. Everyone being in lamps with better guns is not great. As the Star Reigns comes in, Big Chungus gets a kill, Grippers gets a kill. And they're just all flooding out all at once. Wait. Logan just stopped it. Wait, they're sticking the defuse. They're absolutely sticking. Stage is on it. Attack. Ooh, the attackers came out on top.
Big.
It was looking pretty dire. I'm not gonna lie to you. But they just absolutely just grouped it and fought him down. There wasn't anything too special. I think they just used their better guns and their manpower to absolutely rule this enemy team. It seems like we're coming to the most important crux round. This is where both teams have a bye, and since the Rivals team did buy last round, they're not going to have the best of guns if you hit tab. But we're about to see, yeah, Fade doesn't have a gun. There's 4 Vandals, 1 Guardian. It's a very, very even team. Kale's going for no shield, which is very dangerous. He will die to 2 bullets. It's immediate death. They're going to entry out of hookah. There's a Cypher trip they do have to be wary about. There's 2 long. This is a very good split coming out from them. Are they going to see the trip? They do not see the trip, and he gets popped. Oh wait, there was 2 kills. Big Chungus gets 2. That's criminal. Wait, Logan's coming in. Good Fade Dog. He absolutely doesn't know Logan's there. Logan gets 1 more. Is he gonna get a 3? No, he dies to 2. Big Chungus is absolutely denying their push as the enemy team, the defenders, come back to retake on their plant. It's a 3v2 right now. Chamber topped off the spike to get him out. Oh, it gets immediately traded. It's just BAX with this Sheriff against 2, Brim and KO. And he has a very good chance of winning this if he kills Brim and dies. Brim just stood there patiently waiting. He knew where he was and shot him down. Now, they do have big ults. I will say, Brim is coming up on a massive ult to deny the attackers the plant. Cypher has a good ult for if he tries to flanks again, trying to find out where all they are. So they can't really lurk too much. Reyna's ult, though, like a lot of people don't like to use it because the spray rate is too high. It's a very good ult, without a doubt. You get invincibility, you're like invisible, you get full HP, infinite dismisses. It's amazing. It's an amazing ability that people don't use much. They choose the wall of showers as 2-man goes up showers. They're going to need to break this wall. This is the eco round for their attackers. Let's see what they choose to do here. Chamber seems to be going back to B. They're just making noise. But they haven't broken the wall yet. So this defender team should not falter. They shouldn't be immediately rotating, and they are. That is surprising, to say the least. But Cypher has all his utils set up, so he can check, and they did smoke B. So they made their presence known. Is this a fake towards B to hit A? It does seem like that because they have no way of helping. A pick trade for trade. He's made all the noise on B. The enemy team should be entirely rotating. The attacker should have a free plant here. Ooh, he almost gets 2. But Reyna heals to full. This is good for the attackers, even though they're only down 1. They do get the plant off. So this could be crazy. It is peril. It's very important that young Ramen gets at least 1 kill here. If he's not able to get a secure pick, it might be lights out. Oh, Ramen gets a very clean... A Ghost versus a Vandal. Ramen just has the aim. He's raw. He's just an aimer. They're about to push in. Ramen's looking for another. He needs to get 1 more pick. He gets another 2 for 2. It's a 2v2. Ramen is really opening up this round to be winnable. The timer is ticking down. They need to make actions. They need to do it fast. Ato gets 1. It's a 1v1 right now. Reyna versus Reyna. And Reyna has no time. Big Chungus. For fucking Ato with the clutch. I mean, well played for the attackers. They really just faked out B, hit A, played out the timer. Rama really opening up that game, making it winnable with his Ghost play. Damn. I mean, you don't see it very often. Ghosts don't usually win that much against bigger buys. But that's very good. That's a very good, very, very good round for them. They won their eco. Now the defenders have no money. They cannot do anything. And the attackers, they have a lot of money. Frankus is probably going to pop his op. And they have Spectre. They have full buys. It should be towards the attacker's side. Let's see what the defenders do. They walled off showers, the knife short. But it didn't spawn anyone, so they're able to walk up slowly. They do know 2 are here. That's why they did Brim smoke it off. ISO is just lurking on the sideline, see if he can get something. But so far, it is just a stalemate. They're going to wait out the smoke, and then when the smoke fades, they're going to look for something. They're slowly walking up, trying to clear everything. And the defense side, playing super slow and super patient. Reyna is going to be walking in, taking the first fight. And Lamps with a Spectre. Reyna will take the first fight. ISO takes the first fight. ISO goes first. The fight is exploding right now. Logan takes the next. These attackers are absolutely running these people down.
1 enemy remaining.
Actually caused me surprise. Raw. Francis gets a pick with his op. The last guy is in hookah, and he's going to be going for a flank, but there is a trip flank. And even if he pops the trip, Chamber with the op will be right and ready. Breaks the trip, Francis holding angle. Down he goes. Now, luckily, if the defenders didn't force, you could hit tab for me. Thank you. The defenders did force, so this is not a great thing. Their buys are going to be very mixed, very messed up. And the attackers do have some big ults. They can absolutely deny them all their money they just spent. This could be very bad. They could be stuck on very low buys next round. This is looking very good for the attackers right now. If Ramen chooses to, and he knows where this... They swap sites. This is very good, because they usually know where Cypher is, and if ISO is looking to ult the Cypher, which absolutely disables all his util, is a very good swap. They're very predicting. They're predicting absolutely where these attackers are going to go. And they're ready. Being very quiet, waiting for noise. The smokes go down, the entry is coming away, but these people are ready. They ulted the guy on site. Big Chungus is in a 1v1 right now. Ooh, Big Chungus smurfs on him with the Odin. That's not something you want to see. Ooh, Ato gets a pick with classic, and the ult comes out. Ooh, the defenders are going wild. 360's coming out. Like Glaceon picks up the trade. It's okay. I can't even tell what's happening right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Francis and Big Chungus. Francis has the op. He can win this. It's very winnable for Francis, and there's no shields. He has no way of blocking his line of sight. Francis, dang. He's clean with it. He's clean with the op. I'd have to say this guy has around like 2,000 hours. He's Kenny S. Ready and ready from CSGO. That guy has a quick Skype on lock. There's nothing he can get past. No one can get past him now. It does seem like the defenders are still on a lot of broken buys though. Francis really just absolutely destroying and denying them all their money. It is really up to defenders. I want to see what they're going to do. It looks like Reyna will be peeking showers, so they will have shower control. And they're just going to 5-man short. This is very good, because if Reyna gets the wrap, which she's looking to wrap, there's going to be a fight in showers, it seems like. Fade's going to take first initial contact with the dog. The Fade dog misses. He doesn't see the gun. Ooh, Big Chungus. Wait, will Big Chungus go for more? He backs up. This is very smart play. They're 4-manning short. They have so much control. This should be the defender's side. They take lamps. Ooh. He gets one and backs out. That's very smart. Very smart of him. There's no spike plant. And the defenders are rotating. This is very good for the defenders on this side. The attackers need to make a move. Ato needs to get a pick, or it's going to fall apart. He's holding. He's waiting for his right opportunity to shine. Afraid even, one could say. The heaven pick from Ramen comes out first. Good stuff, Ramen. Ooh, KO was not ready for him. He was patient as heck. Reyna versus Reyna. I mean, they're safer, but it really comes down to Reyna versus Reyna if we're talking about it. It might be Glaceon that comes first to the first contact here. Who's gonna fight? Who's gonna take it? They know they don't have spikes, so Ato needs to grab that spike and plant. But Big Chungus was ready. He didn't even need to worry about the flash. He just thought through it. Really held on the line of sight. Ready to shoot him down. Well done, Big Chungus. That was a good, very important round for the defenders now. They're gonna be able to buy up a few amount of guns with that. They have a lot of Guardians, a lot of Phantoms. They're even with the attackers. Francis still going for that op, which is surprising. Usually you don't see people opping on attack because, generally speaking, it is a more defended side of weapon. Not really that good for attack. Now, in higher elos, you might see it because the game is a lot slower, but I wouldn't say these are one of these games. Francis is waiting for something. They're going to 4-man hookah this time with one person long. Interesting. Cypher's ready, though. And he has a trip. They fade ult sight. Rin is waiting for his perfect opportunity to sign. That smoke will fade soon. Reyna gets one. Really good pick. Clove chooses to res. He's going to have to run them down. He's going to have to chase that pick. And they need to hold for him. They're both holding. There's 2 people holding. Logan's running it down, looking for that pick. And Big Chungus, bro. He's just not letting anything through his lips. He has his aim on lock. One might call him the next fluorescent. Francis, the op savior. But Big Chungus absolutely shutting this team down with tinkle toes. There's nothing that can get past him right now. I mean, he might just be fired. He might be top of the leaderboard by the end of this game. 16-6. He is absolutely stomping these attackers. It is not even close. I'm very excited to see what Big Chunk chooses to do next. With this much confidence, he could do absolutely anything. And I don't really even think the attackers have that much money. They have 3 guns compared to their full arsenal and defenders. And they have KO ult and Sage Res. If they choose, they might look for an aggressive pick and then Sage Res after. They can even KO ult to deny push. And the attackers have nothing. They can't do anything. I would like to see these attackers go to showers and start
There.
attacking that wall because they can be placing the same wall every round. And if they destroy that wall, it leaves them a lot of big options to open up. Believe they might be leaving Atoll to lurk while the rest goes hookah to maybe make noise like they did the second round. Make noise hookah, go back A. Very interesting. They're slowly walking up. Cypher Chem will spot them. What are they gonna do now? They're just patiently waiting. There's nothing happening from either side. Smokes comes down. They're exiting, entering into sight. They are on site. Cypher's back site. Ooh, Glaceon absolutely shut down the chamber. Glaceon gets 2. Ato kill trades Glaceon. This is very good. Oh, the defenders are looking very, very good now. With those 2 picks. Glaceon absolutely denied the site for the attackers. Now they may have got the spike down, but it's over. It's a 4v1. There's not much to happen because everyone floods out. Just absolute domination. They didn't even use any ults. That's big play. I mean, like, Glaceon and Big Chungus are just absolutely holding down B site. And this is very typical in, like, ranked gameplay, but you usually don't see this. Like, very, like, unable to contest. Like, these attackers are absolutely getting those shut down so hard. Usually you see people attacking long and hookah first to spot them, but they just don't care. They're just sitting on site, waiting patiently for something to come into their sights, and they just shoot them down. Not even close. As you see, the 5 attackers are going to hit A again, it seems like. Maybe starting towards showers with a Fade Dog to spot first. It does seem like that. They are spotting first with the Fade Dog. Sage is backing off after a Sage wall. They're doing an A split, it seems like. Getting mollied, immediately pushing through still. SB Paradox with a big pick. But Ato trades with Grim. He does have Lamps control. This is really bad for the defenders. Ooh, as they get pinched and shut down. Now this is really reliant on Big Chungus. Could he win this round for them? It's very possible. These attackers choose to take early fights a lot of the time. Wait. They're playing super patient. Oh, he saw Rum's gun. It is a 4v1 right now. Big Chungus has to win a 4v1. Ooh. Gets shut down by BXA.
Last round in the half.
Now these attackers or these defenders have to swap it up. They have so many ults to work with. They can absolutely deny pushes. They need to do something to change up the map here. Now, I would say that playing more defensive for this team as defenders is not bad, but as it's coming up on the almost 6-6 half, if the attackers get 6-6, this is extremely bad for the defenders. They're going to have no way to push on site safely, especially with only Arena for entry.
It's you and me.
Even though they have a bunch of util, they have still no way. They do have a Sage for a while though. As they slowly walk up, Cypher's here, KO's here, Sage is here, there's no way these attackers should be able to hit through the site. And Reyna's even wrapping. Grimace already have all of B. There's no one B. Wait, the enemy team is rotating through spawn. Brim's about to pop the trap. Chamber's about to reach him. Brim's gonna reach Chamber. They're fighting. Brim and Chamber are fighting. Ooh, Brim kills Chamber. That's pretty impressive. But gets immediately traded by Logan. This attacker team was completely ready for it. And they leave ISO on the lurk for another pick as the defender team needs to immediately rotate to deny these attackers the site. They are out. They need to be ready for a flood. And ISO is lurking. But the Cypher ult comes out, so they know ISO's on the flank. They know he's there, and they need to run out now and take these fights. Big Chun just throws down the ult. Is what I'm talking about. People underrate the Reyna ult, but that's speed, that's fire rate, that's massive. Now it's looking to be a 1v4, and Ato just denies these defenders the site. Absolutely just holding spikes in his grasp. It is now coming on 6v6. Now let's see what the rivals team can do. on their defending half. It's gonna be very close. I am getting that right, Bagel, right?
Yeah. It's Rivals is now defending, and it's Overwatch that is now on the attacking side.
It's very hard to tell.
Yeah.
Both teams look very similar.
Yeah, they are playing
I mean-
a lot of the same heroes, ish, or like in the same kind of strategy.
I
You
should be
have-
able to tell because I was on the Rivals team for a bit, and I know some of the players, but with their Valorant names, I can't tell. Some of these names are something else, I'll say. They're not at all correlating.
Yeah.
KO decides to go solo showers versing the Reyna, which is good for the Reyna. And Ato gets a pick. Very good job, Ato. As they 4-man short and oof. Slowly picking up everyone one by one. They're really not using their initiator Yuta well, but they only really do have a KO. Oop. Wait. Young Roman decides to push out, gets killed by little grippers, and they're just all going B. One person, two people take the TP. They have them encaged. They might try to choose the plant, but they have hookah. And they have long, and they're just flooding out. This is a very perilous situation for the attackers. They're crunched. This is a very bad situation. If they can kill this Fade, this could be good, because there is two hookah. But they are all grouped together, and it's becoming slow. Fine. They know. Ato spots one. Ato gets the trade. It's just Rim Brexite. Rim in a 1v3. Gets one. Ooh, gets immediately traded by Ato, bro. It's just a Reyna v Reyna right here. Like, I think Chungus has 20 kills. Ato might have 18. Oh, it's even. It's neck and neck. It's 18 to 8. 18 to 9. I didn't think it would be that close. It's truly just coming down to who's the better Reyna. One spot to you. And he's almost 2 off ults. I will say it does seem like the Rivals team is putting up a very good defense. As they're just like fighting the raw duels outright. Frank's just sitting on top and the attackers just giving it to them. They have smokes. So they could choose to block up this line of sight. Maybe throw a wall close to plant a short. We're going to see. They're choosing to huddle and spawn. Hopefully one of them pushes them. And if they choose to push, they're going to fight into a death ball. They're just all death balling showers. Hopefully maybe trying to put down a wall and just get the plant off. As Rain and Chamber just hold, waiting for these attackers to push up. Yep, there it comes down to triple smokes. They're just going straight for plants. They're trying to deny these defenders. They got the plant off and they're all backing off. Now, the bad thing for them is that they don't have anyone wrapping, so they do know that they're all showers. Which poses a problem, because they could just choose to molly them off, and then just completely deny the spam. And just choose to defuse, and they just all 5 showers. So what can they do? Look, they're just mauling it off, just holding showers. And these attackers can't do anything about it.
Wow.
As Ato just full-on wipes them down just one by one. Everyone just comes rushing into Ato's arms as he sprays them. I mean, that's why you need someone lurking. Someone needs to be there to pressure the other side. So someone can't just absolutely look one side. There's 5 people looking. It was a firing squad in there. There's 5 people looking down the barrel. And as Ato picks up all the kills, you can see how excited he is. Look at him. Just bringing out his glitch pop knife. So happy. So joyful. Truly. Slowly walks up showers. He might be going for an early wrap. As they just 5-man deathball hookah. I will say, I did enjoy the Overwatch attacker side better because they did have more of a split, which is a lot more advantageous. Actually, the Rivals attack side better. They probably played Valorant a bit more. They took the solo person long. There's no one else long. There's just 4 people hookah. This is very bad for the Overwatch team. They're completely trapped, and there's everyone waiting for them when they come on site. And they're just absolute. Ooh, big Chungus. Gets 1. Gets 2. Francis is just winning. Gets a trade. It's a very good trade. Ooh, it seems like we got a flanker that went past all the trips. This is crazy. They're not going to see him. They're not going to expect him. They don't know Ramen's here. They don't know he's ready.
Last player standing.
Ooh, but Big
One
Chungus.
enemy remaining.
He had a tinkling, an inching sensation. And doesn't know Chungus. Absolutely denied them the site. I mean, well played. Chungus really just pulling it back. He says, no. Eito, you're not getting this. I'm the better arena. Just shutting him down. Very good. Let's see if they choose to farm ults. Little Grippers is 2 off her ult. This could be very good if they choose to grab it. Could all 5 men be long? It maybe seems like what they're doing. But the defenders are choosing to leave that the weaker site. Actually, Reyna's choosing. She knows. Eito knows. Eito knows where they are. Now, that's suspicious. I'm just saying. His gun is going. He is match MVP. He is absolutely ready. Now, will Eito be able to shut a 5-man in spawn? I mean, they're just waiting out the clock, seeing if someone pushes. But no one's pushing. The defenders are very patient. They're not even in hookah. These attackers are absolutely terrified. They have nothing. They have no clue what's happening. And ISO is choosing to hold showers because it's been too outfight for too long. As they, ooh, this could be amazing timing. Chamber might get picked here. Ooh, but that knife gave it away. Ramen is completely alert. He's going to take the initial duel without shield. And shuts down Big Chungus. Just a clean shot. Clean 4 bullets. He pops shield. He's got to take this initial fight. He's looking for a fight right now. It's gonna be a brawl.
30 seconds left.
Ooh, gets another, but gets traded. Now this is really bad for the attackers as time is ticking down. 20 seconds on the clock. They have to hit the site. Ooh, but Logan with the amazing flank. Grippers is on her own. Cypher is flanking Chamber, but they're aware. They know. They know he's there.
10 seconds left.
Grippers shuts down Eito, bro. Top frag. That's sad. You know what they say. All you need is 1 bullet. And you just die there. Doesn't matter how good you are at the game. 1 lucky shot. Get shut down. Grippers choose to save the gun because they are on a bad buy. So they don't have much else. So they will only have 1 Phantom. If they choose to save that round. 2 Phantoms. A Guardian. Very unconventional. They're choosing to force. Well, I'm not saying it's entirely bad, but defenders will have an inherent advantage. We have to see what these attackers choose to do.
No prisoners.
Now, they do have 2 Phantoms. If Big Chungus and Grippers can get an early pick, they could turn this around and get a lot more guns on their hands. They're choosing to 5-man hookah, but ISO, Reyna, and Fade are ready. This is very good for the attackers. Really bad for the defenders. They're choosing to absolutely pummel the site. But they do have long control, which is bad for the attackers. They're choosing to straight up plant. They're going back, declaring long. Ooh, Ramen gets traded. Reyna gets traded. Big Chungus gets the trade on their Reyna. As Ramen chooses to take a 1v1 with someone. Ramen wins. Now these attackers are encased, entrapped even. And Frank is just absolutely deathballing it in with the op. He's like, this is where my Kenny S comes out, but Eito having none of that. Or Big Chungus having none of that. The 2 Reynas are confusing me. Absolutely having none of that. Their KDs are almost the same. Like, you can notice that both teams, their Reynas are just completely controlling this game. It is crazy. Like, this is just another one of these ranked games in Silver, I have to say. Always coming down to that 1 duelist. And if the duelist loses, duelist death. Truly, this is just a duelist game. He is the chosen one. They choose to straight up plant and give it some weight. Big Chungus goes for a trade, this amazing trade, and backs off. Brim chooses to TP, maybe to get the advantage, but ISO is flanking all the way from showers. They're all grouped up in lamps, and Brim has ult. Ooh, 1 by 1, everyone's just taking 1v1s. But they could Paradox has res. This is very good for the attackers. I'm getting lost. It's very good for attackers. They threw a wall. They can't really go through short. They have to break wall or go lamps. BXA says it's in my hands now, but Cypher chips are just there and ready. As the attackers just completely deny the site. I do like the use of Sage Wall. I do like they all just like, we're ready, all sitting in lamps. I don't like that the defenders didn't choose to shoot that wall. If they just choose to shoot that wall, they could have opened up the entire attack for them. As there's only 2 entry points with that wall up. There's the flank and that small gap in lamps. But it was good for the attackers as they got that round. It seems like the attackers might bring it back. Really big upset. Generally speaking, you wouldn't normally see this. Especially for only having Arena for entry. But I mean, they're just deathballing and hugging together, so who needs Arena? Who needs a Jet, even? If you just all go together, 5 minutes. Right? Logan got caught reloading, Big Chungus gets one. And he's just waiting patiently as they get plant off. Again, very good spot. The exact same position. What is the defenders gotta do differently? They're choosing to 2-man flank, but get caught by the Cypher ult. Now the attackers know this. Ooh, Francis get a big pick as KO was holding for the flank because they know they're there. And there's only 2 lamps now. The attackers, 4v3. Big Chungus decides to close that gap. Big Chunks with another. Ooh, gets caught. And Francis says, not today. This is my half. This is where I shine. Get these Reynas out of my lobby. I shut these down. Truly deciding to bridge the gap, saying it's now in my hands.
One quick thing to
And now-
mention, for those in the chat who have not already voted for who you want to see as the series MVP, the most valuable player of this entire series, make sure to vote on the pinned comment. And yeah, go ahead, go back.
We win, we survive.
My heart, right now, just based on this game, it's either Ato or Big Chungus. They're my heart. You know, Ato got my point. Honestly, it just depends who wins here. But Big Chungus is dropping out almost a 30 bomb, which is kind of crazy. You won't see that often. As the attackers choose to 4-man. Hey, and everyone is not ready for that. The defenders just have to play immediate retake as they get the plant off. For the 3rd time in a row, you would think these defenders would know by now that these people are just beelining it for short. And they're just absolutely winning right now. Completely ready. Now, if the defenders had a brim, this would be bad for the attackers, but they don't. So they use that to their advantage. Ooh, Grippers get caught with ults. Oh, PX gets 2? Oh my god, almost gets a 3rd. That's crazy. That's oh, the defenders. That round happened so fast. I thought the defenders were about to win. But no, the attackers said no. Not today. And just from the initial advantage these attackers are getting off, they're just getting plant off with all their util. And a Sage Wall to help them out. These defenders are not shutting these attackers down. They really need to swap something up now. They need to either fight for long control or short control. Either one works. They do have a chamber TP. He can get in, get out, super easy, get an initial pick. These attackers can't do absolutely anything about it. But with KO ult online, they are looking to take this hookah together. Now Clove is ready to TP, it seems like. He might just come help for young Ramen. He is! Big Chungus gets a pick with the Odin. Very, very traditional comp. Ooh, but Ato says no. And does him dirty with the stinger. Francis coming in. Denying the plants! He knows he's there. As attackers need to pick this up. But Francis is absolutely shutting this attack side down. Truly. The underdog. The one that comes up from underneath. He is ready to say, this is my time. I am taking the top spot. I am taking the MVP. And Grippers wants them to say no.
Smoke's down.
My eyes, Grippers has to win
30 seconds
a
left.
2v1 against the 2 top players. Gets spotted by the trip. They know he's there. And he has 20 seconds on the clock. He has to grab spike, plants, kill 2.
There.
Ato's ready. He knows he's there. He knows he's running up. And Francis.
10 seconds left.
Ooh, that was an amazing play. Francis ready to cover his teammates back. Both holding the same sight lines. And Grippers just gets shut down. I mean, one could even say Grippers has aura. Yes, I said it. Aura. Like negative 5,000 aura. Or positive. Just making the defenders absolutely afraid. 31 for Big Chungus. But he is putting up a loss. That's thanks to Frankus. Big P. I'm just gonna call him Big P because I cannot say Frank anymore.
Love that.
Big P just like together with Ato. This is why Valorant is a team game. You can't win it all by yourself. Like Chungus has 31, he has 2 KD, but it's not enough. As the duo, Big P and Ato are just denying him. He completely flanks. He has a perfect wrap as he walks out of showers. They are not ready. The attackers are not ready. Wait. Big Chungus is ready. Ooh, and shuts him down. He has a third eye, Big Chungus. ISO ults him from showers, so they do get one. Everyone decides to TP and hit B. Is a very good play, as they heard the TP from before. They know there's only one on B. Big Chungus decides to pick up the elbow. Maybe to hold spawn. And Faye chooses to ult out. Now Big Chungus is ready with the Soden. Ooh, gets shut down by Ato. Oh, it only takes one. Cam spots 2 elbow. As 2 defenders wrap hookah. This is not looking too great for the attackers right now. And they get sniped in the back. As they just get absolutely pinched. This relies completely on Brim tonight. He might try to ult, but Ramen is there to shut him down. Like, I love how the defenders are deciding to just absolutely pinch. Because the attackers don't really have... They do have trips, but it seems like their Cypher doesn't know what to do with their trips. The Cypher needs to put these trips for flank. But since the attackers don't put any trips for flank, the defenders are absolutely abusing the space they get. And they're just absolutely flanking everyone, dropping and pinching them down. I mean, it's just true. It's so hard. It's so hard to deal with so many angles you can be shot from, and they're just like time and time again, just like flanking, wrapping, and shooting them from all sides. It is 12-10. It is a deciding factor. Let's see if the attackers can bring it back, make it overtime. They're choosing to 5-man wait. Again, as both teams just wait for someone to make the play. Waiting. Hoping someone pushes out. As it sees Ramen is solo pushing out long. And he has a feeling they're all in. Look at this amazing wrap for Ramen. As he knows there's no trips. There's never trips. And he's completely in control. Just waiting patiently for these attackers to do absolutely anything with their full minute and 30 seconds. Now these attackers need to start acting quick. They only have 30 seconds on the clock and the entire defender team is alive. They don't know where the defending team is at all. They don't know anything, which is really bad. And they decide to execute maybe with a Brimult. Nope, just running it down. As it goes to a free-for-all. This is very good for the defenders, and they somehow get the plant off.
Where is everyone hiding?
As young Ramen, with his inserted flank, is completely ready for the enemy team. I called it earlier. Ramen, completely in control, and Glacian shuts him down from lamps. It is now
I don't die
a
so easily.
3v1. And attackers are bringing it back. A complete upset from what I initially thought. These games are extremely hard to read when they're this close. Chungus says this, nah. I don't need teammates. I'm me. He has these almost triple three of his teammates' kills. He has the combined kills
There.
17 plus 15, around 32. So he has more than 3 of his teammates' kills. He's just completely putting him on his back. He's like, don't worry, guys. I'll bring you along for the ride. Big Chungus looking for that initial fight. The defenders still have long control. This is really bad for the attackers. And they get caught by the Fade Ice. Ramen gets one. Ato gets another. This is very good for the defenders. Even if the spike's down, they're in a 3v5. 2v5. 2v4. These attackers. But no, it's just a 4v1. And oh my god, the defenders closed the round. They were ready and patient. It really just came down to like Reyna and Chamber working together to get those initial picks and them wrapping the map
Someone else will clean up.
and just absolutely pinching everyone from all sides. They did very good for the attack. They did very good for the defense. Great job, both teams. GG.
Wow.
Well done.
Incredible. That is a win. That is an absolute emphatic W for the Brock Marvel Rivals team. Nope. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It's-
rivals.
Wow. It's
Yeah.
crazy. That was a crazy match, actually. The Ado and
Absolute crazy. Twists and
you know,
turns. I never expected it to go either way.
and
He did
that
not
was
expect
incredible. Evidence.
Marvel
Hello.
Rivals players and Overwatch players to be
Hi,
this good at
Bones.
Valorant, surprisingly, but
Yeah.
all was fun.
I mean, Big Chungus just came out of nowhere, I'll be honest. And even though Big Chungus is top frag, he did get shut out by the duo, Big P and Ato. Those two together just completely shut him down, dropping 54 together, only next to Big Chungus is 35. You can literally see 3 top players up there.
Just
Absolutely
an
Really
incredible game, yeah. What do you think, Evidence?
Oh, I enjoyed it altogether. I think this is a great initiative for Overwatch and Marvel Rivals team because again, Overwatch and Marvel Rivals again, they're a bit of a rivalry between the games, right? Between Blizzard and the parent company of Marvel Rivals. But it was good to see the players like getting out of their comfort zone, trying out different games, and just having fun overall, you know. And I think we accomplished that goal, and this will be a memory that will be remembered for quite the time.
But can we say the Rivals is better than Overwatch?
I think we can.
I think we can, yeah. It was a
Let's
bit of a
roll.
gap, especially in the games, even because
Ah,
when the Overwatch team played Marvel Rivals, we saw that the Marvel Rivals clearly won, which is understandable because again, if you get beat in your own game, then it's a bit embarrassing. But even though the Overwatch also won on their Overwatch game, it was a bit much closer, and the Marvel Rivals put up a much better fight than they did it in Marvel Rivals. So
I will
think-
say, Rivals' mechanics are very fluid. There's a lot more movement, and so it does require a lot more aim. So that might have been the difference maker here, as you have to be very, very flexible in Rivals in compared to Overwatch, as it's very rigid now. As in the past, it used to be very fluid. You could just choose whatever. Now it's just extremely rigid, just completely focused on team play, and you can really see it and how these teams are playing. The Rivals team went for a pure attack side, everyone for themselves, take those picks and get out. While the other team choose a completely team played side. They're choosing KO, Sage, Brim, Cypher, completely like team oriented kind of comp. And really just shows how like their mindsets and how the games they play like influence their play styles even.
Absolutely. So are we about to announce the MVP?
Yes, of course. The MVP for tonight. We
I'm
have
excited.
a split decision between a player from both teams, actually. So I think it's fair to say that we should give an MVP to both teams. For the Overwatch team, although they did not win, they certainly put up a good fight, and that fight was led by their team captain, JPats. JPats wins MVP honors for Team Overwatch. For Team Marvel Rivals, the winner of tonight's contest, they were led none other by a player who excelled in all 3 of the games tonight. We call him Big P. It's Francois. You win MVP honors for Team Marvel Rivals. Congratulations to the both
Well
of you.
done.
This was an incredible game, guys. What did you guys think?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's very, very well deserved that Franco got the MVP on the Marvel Rivals side. He
Truly.
played very good in every single game, and even in Valorant, he was the sole reason why Big Chunkus, unfortunately did not get the win.
He
And
was
I
the
think he
deciding
the
factor.
deciding
Yeah.
factor. Exactly. So I think it's very deserved, and it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, big shout out to Big Chungus, also known as Player, for their incredible job in the Valorant game. Sadly could not edge out a win for the Overwatch team. Again, congrats to the Marvel Rivals team. Any final words that you guys want to say before we put a bow on this incredible matchup between 2 incredible teams?
I was gonna say we should probably get an interview with Big Chungus. That would have been
Yeah,
fun.
no, absolutely.
Would be
Let's
very
do it.
interesting.
Let's get an interview in here. Who should we interview? Player? Big
I would love
that's
to interview.
Okay, yeah.
I would love to interview, at least for the Valorant aspect, if you want to take over the other sides, Big Chungus and Ato, because I would love to see their background along this game, because it doesn't seem like he does have some of a background with FPS, and I want to see if it is coming into play here, or how, or at least with the captains, how they're deciding their team comps, why are they choosing to play the characters they are.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. I think we should go with Ato first and see what his thought is. That even though he lost, what was his thought process playing the game and almost winning it, and then we'll should go with Big P and congratulate him on being the MVP and being the deciding factor in winning his team the rivalry.
Yes. We can, if somebody can grab Ato from the VC.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Oh, you can. There you go.
Ato, hello.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
You have been
Congratulations
kidnapped.
on your team victory. You played
Let's
an
go.
incredible game tonight. What did you see? What did you see in your game? What did you guys do that really excelled every part of your game?
I think honestly, it's a lot about our communication. Obviously, I think throughout the entire year, especially with Marvel Rivals, it was really it was really hard to get our communication down, and I think we've been slowly building it up. And I think really trying to communicate with everyone. I think that's just honestly the biggest thing.
What would you say is your experience with FPS? Because it clearly sees you picked it up with Reyna and you just absolutely shut these people down. And I've seen you in Rivals. You are amazing at Rivals too. Really, really good at your magic.
Yeah, I've been playing probably FPS games ever since for at least 15 years. It's honestly really exciting. I feel kind of bad that I tried out for the Valorant esports team you guys had 2 years ago in my first year at Brock. But I was just a substitute. And then I really didn't show up, and I feel I felt really bad, and so that's why when I was trying out for Marvel Rivals this year, I really wanted to make an impression and prove that I can hang with you guys all as esports enjoyers and veterans.
I mean, you were a big factor today, so if anything's out there,
I'm
you're up there,
really
right?
glad to be a part of this, and it's really
You absolutely
exciting.
proved yourself. You don't have to prove anything more. Just keep doing what you're doing and enjoy the game.
Okay, I have one last question for you.
Yeah, for sure.
So what's the relationship between Big P and you? Because clearly you had some bonding there. You two just
Yeah.
absolutely carried the front lines.
Me and Big P, I kind of go way back. He's a really really special kind of person to me, and really we really bonded over there with our rivalry in Overwatch too.
What made you motivate him in game? Because he came out of nowhere. He just came from the underdog up to the top, right next beside you.
Yeah, I know. It's got me a little flustered, honestly. Like, got me blushing here talking about my special Big P. You know. But yeah, overall, I think everything was really fun. I think that I'm really glad that I'm a part of this community, and I hope I can pop off even more at both tournaments here and in-house tournaments, and maybe see Big P one more time.
I'm excited to see your guys' duo even more. I'm just
I'm
holding it out there. Big
Yeah.
P, Ato.
You know,
The
maybe
big
maybe
eight.
I'll try out for the Overwatch team next year potentially. Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Didn't play half bad. That
Why
would be
not?
good.
Hey,
Yeah.
try it for Valorant too.
Oh, I'm
We
fucking
need
gold.
you.
I'm kind of trash.
We need you.
Bro, I'm gold, bro. I'm not that good. I try, though, guys.
Hey, at least on the bright side, all the gates are open for you now, Ito.
That's what I'm
Thank you.
saying.
Thank you for coming.
And I'm glad to be a part of this, and you know, to the future of Brock Esports.
We're glad to have you.
Should we grab Chungus now?
Absolutely.
Thank you for your interview, Ato.
Yes,
Of
thank you.
course.
Ado,
Have a
everybody.
great night, Ito.
Yes, we could grab. Do we want to grab Chungus?
Chungus. Was it Chungus or Big P? Big P Chungus.
Let's get Chungus. Let's see what.
We can get
Chungus.
Chungus. Chungus
Someone-
is player.
I don't know his name in Discord. I'll be honest. If you want to grab him.
I believe it is player.
Yes.
Player? Okay, I got it.
Hello?
Big P.
What's
How's it
up?
going? You played an amazing game
Pretty
of
good.
Valorant.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not good at the game, but thank you.
I mean, you say you're not good, but you're dropping 35 and 17 with 10 first bloods. That is an impressive
Okay.
streak.
I appreciate
What's your background?
it. In Valorant?
Or just in
Or
general
just
with
in
first
general?
person?
Okay, so I'm on the Overwatch team, as you guys know. And I also was a sub for the Rivals team. So this event was kind of interesting for me because I got to play against one of my own teams, which was an interesting experience, but it was a lot of fun. Obviously, Enbanids, I'm very happy with what Enbanids told me. So
You earned quite a bit of money.
I mean, if we're combining all the kills I got through the 3 games,
We'll see how we decide to judge that, but you definitely earned some money. So
it's over 100 kills.
You can be happy with that.
Did you say money was a major influence here for your kills? Did you do an under bet deal with the enemy team? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
It was more so for Overwatch. It was more kill hunting, instead of just playing back. Once we got the incentive for kills, you know, I kind of got a little bloodthirsty. If you look back at the at the replays, there are some times where I was just trying to 1v5, and that was just because kills equals money. So I can't take that opportunity and let it go to waste. You know.
Fair enough.
Makes sense.
Absolutely, and you provided some very well needed entertainment. So thank you for that.
Thank you very much. That was a
Do
really
you have anything to say about how you chose to play out the Valorant game? Because you chose to be very safe and you were just able to like completely fry out, get your picks on your own, and then just leave. You played like very team oriented, which is something you wouldn't normally see.
Well, the thing is our Overwatch team, despite us being not exactly the highest ranked team, our communication and coordination is very strong, which is why we're able to, you know, scrim masters, GM lobbies, and still absolutely hold our own. So we decided to take a more team-focused approach. And the other thing is 2 of our players downloaded Valorant this week. So I figured if I die, our chances of winning go down a fair bit, just because I have a lot of experience with this game, and my team had a lot less experience.
So that's why you chose Reyna and you had them like all basically
Yeah,
huddle
so
around you.
I picked
team-oriented.
a character that was really good for frags. And yeah, I feel like it worked out really well.
Well,
Hey, you played
it's
an
great to have
amazing
you.
game tonight.
Thank you very
Really
much.
good game.
Really well on
Congratulations.
Valorant. Amazing. It's good stuff.
Thank you. It's a lot of fun.
All right, player. Thanks for coming to the interview. You have an awesome night. We're gonna.
Wonderful. Thanks, you too.
Player,
Talk to you guys
everybody,
later.
also known as Big Chungus. All right.
All right, let's grab him. Where is he?
Francois in here.
There you go.
Big P.
The man
Congratulations
himself.
on being nominated as your team MVP for tonight's series. How are you feeling?
Thank you. Oh, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling really good.
Man, that
You
was
wanna
just a really good team.
wanna introduce your background a bit? Say like where you came from.
Ado kind of said the same thing. Been playing shooters forever. Played a lot of Overwatch, even though it didn't really show up as I wanted it to in the games. But it was Overwatch 1 and it was console, so completely different interaction there. But the Rivals really has kind of re-piqued my interest in the hero shooter genre, I guess.
It's absolutely amazing. We can clearly see that you did play an excellent game of Rivals as well. What made you like come back essentially in at least for the Valorant game here? This is the one main one I was casting. You just absolutely came back out of nowhere and just played with Ato.
Yeah, the Valorant I used to play quite a bit, and I've kind of taken a long hiatus. Now back on it, and my op skills are a little rusty. I come from playing a lot of Counter-Strike, so that's why I gravitated towards that.
I knew it.
Yeah, played a lot
Kenny
of
S.
Counter-Strike. Yeah, I loved Kenny S. I'm a G2 fan, so when he played on G2, I was always watching that back in the day, and so yeah, that was where it kind of comes from.
I knew it. I knew you played CSGO. I saw you trying to quick scope and running with the op. I knew it.
Yeah.
I called you Kenny S.
Yeah, I can never live up to the op goat.
It's very hard, especially in this kind of game. Like what I said, it's very hard to start attacking in Valorant.
Yeah.
Since you come back from CS, can you tell me like the differences that you noticed at least with the op?
Well, the op in CS back in the day when Kenny S they nerfed it because of him, because it was so fluid with its movement. It had the 10-round magazine, and they nerfed it down to 5 rounds, and it became a lot less. You couldn't move around with it as much, and it's kind of stagnated. And I still liked it, but in Valorant, the op is a lot more, I guess the word is like sticky almost, like you can't move with it at all, opposed to Counter-Strike. So it's trying to bridge and remember I'm not using the Counter-Strike op is very, and that I don't have on characters like Chamber. I don't have like the flashbang or the smoke available to myself, but I have to communicate to my teammates for it.
Makes a lot of sense. Valorant is completely based on like separating util. Not everyone has the same util as they do in CSGO. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's very nice to see.
Well, congratulations, Francois, on your MVP winning performance. Congratulations on your team for winning this incredible, tough back-and-forth series. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thanks for hosting. Thanks for casting, guys.
Yes. Take care. Francois, everybody. Big P.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
So, I'd say that's a wrap, everybody. What do you think?
Not a game. It's a great game. Now I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, the stream has been going for about 3.5 hours. It's been an incredible journey with you all. Again, congratulations to Marvel Rivals for winning the tournament 3-2, the 13-11 Valorant Tiebreaker victory. Congratulations to Francois, Big P, for winning the MVP, and JPats for winning the Overwatch team MVP.
Do they get a prize?
I don't know. Enbanids, do they get a prize?
I have a little things in store for them, but yes, they'll, especially for the players that have gotten the challenges. The first person to get a 20 kill is getting $10. The first person to get 30 kills is also getting $15. So I'll be giving out the prices. I still have to look through with who got the 20 kills first, because a lot of people have gotten 20 kills at Tim.
Yes.
So
We will review the footage.
I'll look through, absolutely, and I'll also see what prize I can give to the 2 MVPs, because I think they also deserve something for their contribution to being the MVP. And I think this was a great initiative. It was absolutely amazing that we've come up with this, and thank you for organizing. So thank you, Bagel, for organizing this and producing it and running the Twitch streams. I really appreciate you. And it's just the start of many more to come, right?
Yes. Thank you so much. And also thank you to Spiral for helping commentate the Valorant game. I wouldn't have been able to commentate much on it myself, but thank you so much.
Well, thank you for letting me commentate. It was very fun. Very close.
We love our veterans.
All right. With that being said, that is it for us tonight. Thank you so much for watching this broadcast. Again, Marvel Rivals with the 3-2 victory. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Peace!